Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia. I'm a nutrition coach and I help women over the age of 40 lose body fat and get the best of your life. Now today I'd like to further discuss about Shira 7 and her content and how it's very toxic. Now I know people are going to come after me and it's okay if you counsel me. I'm cool with that. But however, it needs to be said that some of the information that's being spread online is very false and it's setting women to either get hurt or be misled into something that they will never achieve. The number one thing that she teaches women is how to get a rich man. Now, if we look at the statistical data, it proves that most rich men marry women within their social circle. And we have examples of that. If you look at Mark Zuckerberg, he's married to a pediatrician. Jeff Bezos just recently got married to Laura Sanchez, and she's the owner of her own pilot company, and she has her own children's books. So most of the time, these men are going to marry women in their social circle. And if you look at the evidence of how Jeff Bezos and Laura Sanchez met, they met due to the fact that her ex-husband used to be like, I believe, a casting agency for Matt Damon and all these big time actors, and they used to always be in the same social fit and go to the same parties, and that's how they were able to meet up and form a relationship. So it boils down to my point is most of the time these wealthy men are going to get with women that are on the same circle. Now, if you also look at another data, is that most of these men that are wealthy, are 86% of these men are married. So good luck with trying to get a relationship with that. But those are the facts. You can fight me on that, but facts are facts. Number two thing is she doesn't even live her own advice. Her husband that just recently passed, he was based on my knowledge that I researched. Now, I'm not saying the information that I found was correct, but she wasn't even married to a man that was making 7 figures. So how would she teach you how to get a rich man if she doesn't have evidence that it worked for her? Because I'm pretty sure she would marry a rich man if she was all about the money. That's my point of view. A third thing is when these women yards, they never, if you listen to their advice, they never give you advice based on data like this percentage of women were able to get men based on these facts, based on this research. It's always about some random person that gave their testimony. And to be honest with you, I believe some of these testimonies would be lying. That's in my personal opinion. Because if I don't have tangible evidence to prove that these people are actually got what they said they received based on their information, I'm just going to call it a lie. That's just my personal opinion, and you don't have to go with it. So these are some things that I noticed. And then if you look at their information that they give for women to get money out of is dark manipulation. This is the same tactics that, what's his name, Robert Greene put in his book, 48 Laws of Power and the Art of Seduction. Is just basically manipulating people. And usually when people get manipulated and you find the wrong target, it can turn out very bad. It's a lot of people that have got killed or been in terrible situations or got beaten up because they try to manipulate a man for his money. That has happened to a personal aunt of mine's. God rest her soul, she's passed away, but she thought she was going to manipulate someone and try to take their money, and it ended up very bad for her. She was put in the hospital because of what the tactics she tried to use Shira 7. So be careful of who you listen to. Another thing is she teaches women to be dependent on them. And I'll tell you now, she does tell women about starting a business and things like that, which is good. But to be honest with you, not everybody's going to start a business. But that's my point, that usually when you're so dependent on a man for his finances, he can create a financial abusive situation, especially if he's a narcissistic guy or very sociopathic. He'll find ways to financially abuse you. She also advocates of taking cheaters back by making them pay a price. Why put your life, your emotional sanity just to have a bag? You can make your own bag and be in peace. She never teaches women to basically enjoy being single, enjoying making your own money by working. And I remember she'll oftentimes be making fun of women that are independent or that are going to work and talking about clocking in is making you look ugly. It's ugly clocking in. There's nothing wrong with having a job. there's a lot of people that actually are wealthy that have jobs. So never play a job down, because it can make you wealthy too. If that's your only resource to make money, why not? But she's often advocate against women working for jobs, and I'm highly against that, because I feel that there's a lot that can be learned from jobs. Not everybody can be an entrepreneur, especially if they don't have the right mindset or consistency. But that's staying on topic. Her message is very toxic, and be careful of who you listen to, because a lot of people are out here to trying to get money and not necessarily trying to help you level up yourself and give you the best advice. Now, if it was me personally trying to give advice to young women, especially Generation Z, I would tell women to basically level yourself up, get your own bag, and then you can stand at a position where you can find a man that not only has money, but that's also going to respect. Number one thing that you want in a relationship is mutual respect. Someone that respects you, adores you, not someone you have to manipulate, use these dark tactics to get them to try to act the way you want to. And oftentimes that may or may not work in your favor. So basically, you want to find someone that is emotionally healthy. Look for a man that can be emotionally regulated, that knows how to treat you, knows how to be a gentleman, that's not going to put their hands on you just so that you can say that you have a man that's a millionaire. So those are things that you have to look for besides outside money, because money can come and go. One minute you're rich, the next day you're broke. So make sure you're focusing on leveling yourself up first, making sure you're the best version, and making sure you have money, and then find the man that you have money. And if you can't find it, oh well, at least you have the wealth within yourself. Till next time, take care, and please leave a message in the comments. Thank you for watching.